Welcome back to the Dr. Jonette channel. I am out here in my spring garden getting ready to do my second planting of peas. I planted my peas earlier this year in the garden, and as you can see, my peas are up probably about that much. And I am ready to do the second planting of the peas right now. But before I plant them, I wanted to talk a little bit about what the peas that I purchased. I purchased some non-GMO organic peas, and I purchased a pound of them at a time. 1 pound is enough for a long row of peas. I plant half of them in about the first part of April, and then I plant the next half the first part of May. That way I get two crops of peas. When one is just finishing up, the other one is starting. And I'll have peas for the better part of a month that we can enjoy. So let's get planting. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and rake the dirt that's in this row aside and get ready to plant the peas. But before I did that, I rototilled this section to break up any of the dirt, to also work in all of the organic matter that we use as our organic fertilizer. And now it's ready to plant. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of rake aside the dirt. I rake it down to probably about 2 to 3 inches deep trough. And I just rake kind of a trough. Then once I get my trough all raked, I just go ahead and sprinkle the peas in the trough. I sprinkle them fairly close together because I like a lot of plants coming up, so that it makes it much easier to plant, or makes it much easier to pick the peas. So I'll just go ahead and sprinkle them in the trough. I have just about the right amount here. This is a half a pound of peas in this here trough, and a couple more, little bit more here. And that's as difficult as it is to plant your sugar snap peas. The only thing we have left to do now is to go ahead and use the rake to cover them up. I'm going to go down here, get the rake, and use it just cover the peas back up, basically. And if a couple of them don't get covered, not a big deal, because what we're going to do is after I get the rake back up, I am going to go along and walk on top of the row to kind of just press down. As you can see, the soil is pretty light. So I like to just go along and press down the soil as I walk along here. So that's it. Our peas are planted. Now we just have to let Mother Nature do her thing, which is water them and help give them the sunshine and help them grow. This is our second planting of peas. We plant the peas about a month apart, and you can see here at the intersection between the first and second planting the difference in height. What this does is it extends the amount of time that we'll be able to harvest peas and pick them. This first planting will be ready here in about a month, I'm guessing, but the second planting will come in about 2 to 3 weeks after the first planting. Thank you for watching, clicking the like button, as well as subscribing to my channel. For more gardening tips, and garden to table recipes of the things that I grow in my garden, go to my website at growwithdrjonette.com. Also, while you're there, don't forget to explore all of my health and longevity blogs that are on the website. Under the click on the button that says health, and you'll be able to learn so much more about how our exercise that we get in the garden, our food that we eat, the nutrition that we have, our sleep, as well as mindfulness and lifelong learning are important pillars for living a long and healthy life. See you next time on the Dr. Jonette channel.